Has Hacktoberfest lost its magic, or is it returning to what it was meant to be? Registration will open really shortly, and like last year, there won't be any physical reward, including the loved and also hated t-shirt, considered by many the root cause of a wild wave of spammy and low quality pull requests. The question is, how did we get here? And more importantly, why? This article from last year explains a lot, and if you want to get ready for this edition, let's have a read together. So, Hacktoberfest history, celebrating a decade of open source contribution. What started as a small initiative has grown into a massive annual event, encouraging collaboration, learning and community building. That was the main reason, I think, behind Hacktoberfest. In this blog post, we'll delve into the forbidden word. In this blog post, we'll delve into the history of Hacktoberfest and explore how it has evolved over the years. And I really think that in order to understand what is going on right now, knowing what happened in the past is really beneficial, so let's begin. The origins of Hacktoberfest. Hacktoberfest has its humble beginnings in 2013. It was conceived by DigitalOcean, that's a cloud infrastructure provider, and GitHub, the world's largest platform for hosting and collaborating on code. The primary goal was to encourage developers to contribute to open source projects and promote the spirit of community and collaboration. And to begin with, this is probably one of the core principles that maybe got lost in the process, but I'm quite sure this article is gonna cover that later. So the inaugural Hacktoberfest was a modest affair. Participants were challenged to make at least 4 pull requests to open source repositories on GitHub during the month of October. It is cool that this hasn't really changed since the very beginning, and in return they will receive a limited edition Hacktoberfest t-shirt, there we are with the t-shirt, as a token of appreciation for their contributions. The event attracted a few hundred participants in the first year, but then something happened. As word of Hacktoberfest spread, the event started to gain traction within the developer community. More and more developers began to participate, and the number of contributors increased substantially, which by itself I think it is great. The entire event was about raising awareness and attracting more contributors, so I mean it is working, right, if there's more participants. But it continues with this rapid growth brought its fair share of challenges. Some developers will make low quality or spamming pull requests just to earn a t-shirt, which raised concerns about the quality of contribution and the strain on maintainers. And this is the reason why Hacktoberfest, I think probably around 2020, it was a really large event but also had kind of a negative impact. There are really hundreds of screenshots, maybe on Twitter or Reddit or around the web, of spammy pull requests really just for getting as fast as possible to the count of 4, because the t-shirts were just a limited amount and it was perceived by some as kind of a race. Get as fast as possible to 4 pull requests so that you could secure your t-shirt and tell everyone that you were participating to Hacktoberfest, which was quite far from the mission of the event itself. And in response to these changes, the organizer took steps to improve the event's quality. They introduced guidelines for meaningful contribution and encouraged maintainers to use labels like Hacktoberfest to highlight issues suitable for newcomers. Hacktoberfest's success can be attributed in large part to its emphasis on community building and inclusivity. It has always been an open event, everyone can participate obviously in every open source software participating to the event, welcoming developers of all skill set, backgrounds and experience. This approach not only encouraged more people to participate, but also helped foster a diverse and vibrant open source community. And I also appreciated in the recent years that the event also gave relevance to non-code contributions. So you're not just contributing by writing code, but you can also write articles, fix documentation, help other developers, and all of that is really helping the community. As the event continued to grow, the organizer introduced local Hacktoberfest meetups and partnership with developer communities worldwide. These meetups provided an opportunity for developers to connect in person, collaborate on open source projects, and learn from one another. Because again, it isn't about contributing only during October, but it is that October has an extra push on contributing even more and having communities even more active than usual, in the hope that who gets attracted during October keeps contributing and staying in the open source ecosystem even the other 11 months of the year. Hacktoberfest also encouraged maintainers to be more inclusive and welcoming to newcomers. The event promoted the idea that open source should be accessible to everyone, regardless of their experience level or background. This inclusive mindset helps create more welcoming and diverse ecosystem. And in fact, I want to emphasize again on this first sentence here, which I shouldn't highlight because it's impossible to read. And what I like here is that if you want to make your repository ready for Hacktoberfest, you maybe take the chance to improve your README, improve your contributing guidelines, adding more labels to the issues, or even creating more welcoming issues with proper descriptions, proper labels again, so that as a maintainer, you can take the chance of making your project even more welcoming and sustainable to attract more contributors and grow even more, not just because of Hacktoberfest, but thanks to the extra care you applied thanks to Hacktoberfest. And over the years, Hacktoberfest matured into a well-established and respected event in the developer community. It attracted not only individual developers, but also companies and organizations looking to support open source. Companies began to sponsor Hacktoberfest, providing additional incentive, prizes, and resources to participants, which is also great. The more companies talk about Hacktoberfest and open source in general, the more contributors we have, and the community can keep growing and growing. In 2020, though, Hacktoberfest faced a significant challenge when some participants engaged in spammy or malicious contribution, causing inconvenience to maintainers. And in fact, 2020 is the year where most spam was received and more measures took place, to the point of 2023 with the removal of the t-shirt, but I think it's gonna cover that in the next chapter, so let's continue reading. The organizer responded by implementing more stringent quality control measures, requiring maintainers to approve and label issues before they could count toward participants' Hacktoberfest progress. While these measures were met with mixed reaction, they reflected the ongoing commitment to maintaining the integrity of the event. And I totally see the reason why they had to add some kind of limitation. Because if the event means that for October you get a lot of spam, maybe it can mean that it is doing more harm than good, making it a must to find some countermeasures. And let's now talk about today. Today, Hacktoberfest has come a long way since its inception in 2013. It has also evolved from a small initiative into a global celebration of open source software and community collaboration. Through its journey, Hacktoberfest has not only encouraged developers to contribute to open source projects, but also promote inclusivity, diversity, and community building. As Hacktoberfest enters its second decade, it entered last year, it continues to play a crucial role in the open source ecosystem. It serves as a reminder that open source is about more than just code. That is what I was also mentioning earlier. It's about people coming together to create and share solutions that benefit us all. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting your coding journey, Hacktoberfest invites you to join the celebration, learn, contribute, and make a positive impact on the world of open source. Happy Hacktoberfest. And that's really it. I still want to believe that Hacktoberfest is a positive event, giving open source some kind of visibility and maybe attracting some newcomers or even attracting some more seasoned developers that were just not doing open source and having more contributors sticking around for the future. And who knows, maybe someone just starting out this year with Hacktoberfest decides to create a new project that in a couple of years becomes something everyone uses. You never know. Before closing the video, let me know what you think about Hacktoberfest. You can write that in a comment and we can have a nice discussion. Thanks for watching this video, I hope you appreciated. Happy Hacktoberfest and see you soon. Bye!